Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today we just got the Once Human version 1.3.4 update announcement. This is essentially going to be the patch notes for the big patch that is coming out tonight, December 18th at midnight or 8 p.m. PST. Now the maintenance is expected to only last 2 hours, which is pretty quick. So they say plan your gameplay accordingly. Now, they are also having a dev stream tonight to talk about the roadmap for 2025, and that happens right around the same time. So at least you're going to have something to do when the servers go down, which is pretty nice. If you want to go to bed or do whatever else, you can always subscribe to the channel. Come back tomorrow when you get your notification, because I will be also breaking down that video as well. So be sure to check that out. So let's get started. It starts off here talking about the new Stellar Stairway system for acquiring Starchrom. So there's going to be a one-time launch reward. The update's going to go live December 19th, essentially when the patch comes up, after which all players will be deemed to have completed phases 1 and 2, and we'll get into what that means. But essentially, you'll be able to claim all 36,000 Starchrom for those phases. Players can then start collecting asterisms, which is going to be the new way that we get Starchrom in the game for Phase 3. You just need to log in before December 31st to claim this reward. Now, the login rewards are going to start on December 19th. You're going to get 3,000 Starchrom per day via in-game mail for 7 consecutive days, totaling 21,000 Starchrom. You just need to make sure that you log in before the 31st in order to claim them. And then it says, don't forget to invite your friends to join in the festivities. So they are giving away a lot of Starchrom. I don't think that's going to be an ongoing thing. I think this is just login rewards in the beginning to get people in to try the new patch. Moving on, we go into the Stellar Stairway guide. So the Stellar Stairway is going to reset on the 1st of the month. So essentially, this new way that we acquire Starchrom is going from where before we would go to the phase and we would do all the different things to get the Starchrom, and we would be limited per phase or per scenario. And depending on the scenario, if it was 5 phases, 4 phases, 6 phases, you get a different amount. So they wanted to do away with that so that people weren't just going to something that they didn't want to do because they felt they needed to in order to get Starchrom. So this does fix that issue. So we are going to have the ability to get more Starchrom. It is no longer going to be locked to that phase. It is now going to be monthly, and we can obtain up to 66,000 Starchrom per month. Now, the way that we earn the Starchrom is going to be the same as before, only instead of getting Starchrom, we're going to get asterisms. Our asterisms are going to be like experience. If you can see this image right in front of me, and essentially it's going to boost us up until we get the max amount for each week. And the downside is they're doing phases. Now, I'm not a fan of phases in this game. I absolutely hate them. I've been trying to get them to do away with them because I think it's boring to get time gated behind things, but I mean, they feel that it's best for the game, so we'll see how that works. But essentially, there's going to be 4 phases that we can earn Starchrom. The first phase is going to be the first week, 1st to the 7th, then 8th through the 14th, then the 15th through the 21st, and then the 4th one is going to be the 22nd to whenever the end of the month is. So the 28th, the 30th, the 31st, 29th on a leap year, who knows? And then phases 1 through 3, each are going to include 20 standard rewards, totaling 12,000 Starchrom, and 1 phase reward of 6,000 Starchrom. Phase 4 is going to feature a single monthly reward of 12,000 Starchrom. That does not require asterisms to unlock. Instead, you have to unlock all the other 3 phases. So this kind of makes sure that you've been there for the whole month if you want to get that extra 12,000 on the end to take you all the way up to 66,000. So again, I'm skeptical of this. I know we have the ability to get more Starchrom in the end, but I'm not a fan of the phases. We have to see how grindy it is. Maybe it's going to be easy, but this will basically, if you play the game regularly, you probably hit 66,000, no problem. If you're someone like me that takes a break, especially like I'll come into the phase, I'll complete the phase in like a day, and then I'm like twiddling my fingers. until the new phase comes out, because there's nothing for me to do. Then I'll leave, I'll go play something else, and then I come back. So for someone like me, it's going to be a little bit harder to obtain all of the Starchrom, but if you're just playing every day, then you'll probably be fine. Next up, they're going to talk about the changes to weapon balance. Now, I actually recorded this video before and I added all this in, and I was like very far into the time frame that I didn't want to be. I was over 21 minutes by the time I was finished talking about this, so I'm going to make this a different video. I will tell you that I created a spreadsheet, boom boom. If you want to pause it or whatever so you don't have to watch the next video, you can. But essentially that's my spreadsheet. I talk about the weapon, the type, the damage, the changes, my verdict, whether I think it's a buff or a nerf. So I'm going to make a new video for that, so make sure to check that out when it pops up, because it's going to be a longer video. I don't want this to go too long, but let's just say a lot of buffs, a lot of nerfs, some things are a wash. Moving on. Next up, we've got the Blueprint Collection level system. So we talked about this before as well. This is going to be the way that you level up weapons. Now, if you didn't see my video yesterday and you watched my video from before, there was a concern that we were going to be losing out on the star swap, which is how you kind of level up your weapons now. Turns out that this has nothing to do with that. So we're still going to use the Starchrom, we're still going to use the wish machine, we're still going to use the fragments. All of that normal stuff to level up weapons is going to stay the same. This is a different way to level up. Think of this like having a battle pass for every single weapon, and you'll have a chance to unlock. The more you use the weapon, the more experience you get. You'll unlock like different themes for the weapon, name cards, so you can change the weapon from little jaws to big jaws or whatever you want to call it, and then or no jaws, who knows. And then you go through and you're going to get all these different things. And then you'll be able to put like emblems on the gun, up to like 3 of them, so that people think you're cool. But essentially that's what it's going to be, a new chase. It's not new content, unfortunately. I think the game needs new content, so hopefully tonight with the roadmap we get something like that. But it will give us something to do while we're in game. You know, maybe this will keep me from logging out while I'm waiting for the phases. But please, Once Human, if you're watching this video, and I know you watch my videos, stop with the phases. At least give us a server that doesn't have phases enabled, where we can just go in. Like, I mean, you keep the phases, but I'm talking about the time gating for the phases. Get rid of the time gating. I don't like it. Nobody likes it. There's someone in the comments writing right now that they love it, and I'm wrong. Bless your heart. You know, feel free. If you want to call me out for that, go for it. I hate it. I hate time gating. I think most people probably do. So anyway, it goes into the rules. I'm not going to read them, but essentially it just talks about weapon blueprint cost for renaming and all the cool stuff that you can get. So moving in, we have limited time holiday week events. So this year, the holiday season, embark on a journey of joy and reunion and seek out legendary treasures with the snow sprite. Now, this is where you get the different items. Essentially, we're going to be able to earn the Chefosaurus, the Logging Beaver, and the Dr. Teddy, as well as some other things. It says that the weekly gifts are going to be unlocked on the 19th, the 23rd, and the 30th. And you just need to log in to claim these special gifts. They have Delight Energy Udder, which is the ability to research formulas and synthesize Delight Energy Udder to unlock personal rewards and challenge trophies, plus reach the global targets to unlock limited deviations and cosmetics. So it sounds like we're going to be working with the group to unlock those, which is pretty cool. And then we have the Blessing gift boxes. 'Tis the season for love and blessing. Log in to unlock chances to open and give gifts, send heartfelt cards to spread the holiday joy, and I'm sure that's going to give us stuff. What this reminds me of, and they haven't said it, but it's going to be a lot like the Nutcracker event, where we're going to have to do stuff and then we have a chance to win. How do I know that? Because we have percentage chances. So right here, the Blessing gift box, you get up to 60 tries, you get some Mitsuko marks, redemption tokens, and then the Chefosaurus Rex, 3% chance to get them, guaranteed with 31 tries. So as long as you're playing and you're doing the stuff, you should have no problem getting this. Next up, we have the Blessed Lucky Bag. Again, they love giving us stuff that we don't care for, but it's here. So 10-15% chance for unlocking those. The wishing tree, we got some more stuff. Blessed gift box, which was that? No, it's a lucky bag. The quick activator, throwing daggers, cactus, mushroom, stuff we'll never use again. We got some percentages to get that. So those are some, I guess, cool things, but it'll give us more stuff to do. So I am excited for that, at least to get these different variants. I think that's going to be really awesome. They look super cool. New shop arrivals, Light Forge, Loot Crate, Hype Party. Hello. I actually thought there was some hype party that went around this, but that's just the name of it. Now, this is disappointing. Where did I see it? I don't know where I saw it. But essentially, the Light Forge, the new one, is going to be 5 rounds. Here it is. So I thought they were moving to 3 rounds, where it was like $180 if you wanted it, because the last 2 they did that after they came out and said, "Hey, we're not gonna make you have these crazy big ones where it costs a fortune, and we're gonna put more stuff in the shop so that you can buy individual." And they did that. They did that for like at least 2 iterations, and then now we're back to 5 rounds again. I don't think it's 600, but it's probably somewhere between like 450 and 600. I'm sure Mr. Kraken will have something up somewhere where you can go and see how much it is. He likes to do the math on that. But yeah, very expensive. We're getting back into the expensive stuff. And I've seen this in my comments before, and I totally agree. Although this is pretty friggin' cool. It would be nice. I don't know why it's got Tetris going on. It's not the same game. Is if we can get stuff in the game that actually has something to do with the theme of the game. Because this doesn't have anything to do with the theme of the game. Even though I like it, I'd like to see more theme-related stuff. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that. Next up, we've got some new shop arrivals. And then, this is kind of weird. DLC Double Agent, and it says here that it can be purchased from their official website starting December 20th. So I think this is like a DLC for the game, that it gives you permanent unlock, including the Twilight Agent set. So you get these 2 sets. The Ring Light Furniture formula better be super cool. Absolute Party Solo Pose and Let It Rock decal. So this is like a new way that they're trying to monetize, it seems, the DLC Double Agent theme pack. So all of those are there for you whales or guys that want to spend a lot of money. Next up is the new shop system Meta Bounty. Now this is another big disappointment for me. It says right here that those cool trophies that we saw the other day that I was all hyped for, the hype's kind of died down because they say accept and complete bounties that showcase your skills. The more difficult the bounty, the greater the rewards. And then it says go to shop, Meta Bounty to check them out. And guess what? Boom, boom, boom. How to play. Purchase bounties with Christogen. Christogens are the paid items that you get, the paid currency in the game. So it's saying right here that essentially, like, if you want to go out and you want to farm these trophies, which don't get me wrong, they're pretty cool, you're going to have to pay real life money for. Now, they're going to be doing some things early here. I forget where it said it. Maybe down below, but they said that they're going to be selling some for like 1 Christogen to get us started off with it. So that's not going to be as expensive. I don't know what the full price is going to be once it goes on, but essentially this is like stuff from the shop, but instead of just buying it, you're like buying content. So I don't know what they were thinking with this. I've never seen another game do this. Again, they must have like a new marketing team, and they're like, well, how can we make money, guys? And they're coming up with all these different ways. We've got DLCs, we've got bounties that you got to do in game. It's almost like a paid battle pass. Speaking of battle pass, new battle pass out in 2 weeks. I'm going to be giving away a ton of them on my Discord. So go down to the link below for the Discord. Join the Discord. There's a section called giveaways. Click the little icon to join in the giveaway. This one's running for 7 days. I think we got 6 days left before we give. The first set's going to be 5 of the good battle passes, like the $30 ones or 27. I don't know how much they cost, but essentially you're going to get those. You're going to have a chance to win those. And then they're giving me even more stuff. So I'm just going to be doing like giveaway after giveaway after giveaway. So if you're into that, I always say you don't have to subscribe to the channel, but you know, it does help me if you subscribe. It helps me if you comment, smash the like button, just get that algorithm like really popping off. But I'm going to be giving them out either way. The only thing that you do need to do is just be in the Discord, because that's basically how I'm running it, so that's legit. If you win, I'll contact you via Discord, and then you'll be able to get those. And next week, we have something super awesome that you're all going to want to definitely get in on. Plus, this week, I have some more stuff I'm going to throw out. I might even start doing, like, you know, giving out a new item every day. That, like, they're giving me so much that everybody's going to get paid. So check that out. So we'll go past this. And then we get down here, gather friends, win some cash and rare items. So if you go to the event screen, participate in Team Up rewards, which we've done before, linking up with a new or returning player. So this is big. Before, we had to only link up with a new player. So a lot of people have quit playing the game. If you can get them to come back, it looks like you're going to earn a chance to win up to 660 Christogens, which is a lot of Christogens, plus lots of Starchrom and other exclusive cosmetics. So this is probably an easy win for you, because everybody that isn't playing might want to log in for those other rewards, you know, the limited time stuff for Christmas, the free Christmas tree and things that I showed in the previous video. So make sure you check out yesterday's video if you haven't seen it, but you might be able to get them in, and then maybe you guys can win some stuff. Then they go over to optimizations. This is a big one. Reduce the scenario exit cooldown from 60 days to 30 days. So this is basically a pass that they give you if you're stuck on a server that you don't want to be in. Maybe you tried, you know, Prismverse, and you hated the PvP, and you're like, just get me out of here. You can basically buy one of these, and you don't have to wait until the end of the phase. So those were set for 2 months. Now they're only going to be 30 days. So that's really nice. If you want to know how to use this, again, I have a video on this. How to use the scenario exit cooldown, so make sure to check that out. Scenario exit cards are now regularly purchasable from the shop for 100 Masuka marks each, which is basically nothing, although they were 1, so that is kind of been bumped up. Scenario exit card is going to be made available for the Way of Winter. They've taken that down, so I don't know what that's about. But it sounds like if you're on Way of the Winter, you're trapped, and I feel sorry for you, because that is so long. The first week is like the greatest time of your life. Like, the whole scenario is awesome. The places are like really great. Let me know if you guys feel the same way. And then week 2, you get out and you're like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then like a couple days in, you're like, there's nothing to do. There's like nothing to do in that scenario. That scenario should have been slapped onto Manibus or Evolution's Call and then made into one big scenario, although I don't think the servers can handle it, because they could barely handle Way of Winter. But yeah, I think they should be adding content, not taking content that they've created and then making another scenario, because it ended up in the Way of the Winter was a hot mess because of that. So all players are also going to receive 100 Masuko marks via in-game mail after December 19th update. Even though these are really easy to get and you probably have a ton of them, I would at least give you 100 right off the rip, so that if you are stuck on a server you want to get off of, you can get off. Then we go into some fixes. Ranches, there was some issue where the animals would sometimes stray too far from the territory and get lost. That's not going to happen. Lost animals can now be viewed and recalled, so that's good. Optimized a bunch of construction stuff, so this is really nice. And then right here they added range indicators for a lot of stuff in construction mode: planting facilities, cooling facilities, heat facilities. So now I think you're going to see like a ring where basically it's taking into effect. Same thing with optimizing the grow light. They fixed an issue where the illumination was rectangular, but the effective range was a square, which we knew about. I mean, I've done several videos on how to get the most different plots in there, and that was always a square. So now we're going to be able to see they're highlighting all of those different things. Next, bound items can be going to the meat. And then some mod acquisitions, added some mod parts to Stardust Advanced Loot Crates, keyword suffix mod boxes, Chaos Weaver clear rewards, etc., etc. Some deviation changes. Vehicles, they're basically going to make it so that there's less camera shake, which is nice. They also improved the sense of speed of the motorcycle, the coupe, and the off-roader. They did a patch a couple weeks ago, maybe it was a month or two ago, where essentially it made all of this stuff feel bad, so I'm hoping that feels much better. Then there's off-road performance, where they've optimized like the collision effects and stuff, so that's going to be also good. Airborne performance, I hope they don't take away the crazy, like when you hit the thing and then you start flipping for like 45 minutes, because I thought that was fun and ridiculous. But it looks like they're reducing the likelihood of losing control, and you're going to stabilize quickly on the ground. So we'll see how all of that works. And then basically there's just some other stuff. I'm not going to go into it. If you want to take a look, I will leave the patch notes in the thing. We're already 20 minutes in. I didn't want this to be too long. So thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button. If you enjoy this content, make sure you sub to the channel and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Also, stay tuned. There'll be a new video coming out where I break down all of those weapon changes. And again, you can always rewind and then pause and see what I wrote down. But if you want to hear me from my mouth talk about it, check out the next video. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.